like to talk about how I view the different trading sessions that we have throughout the day. So, for me, the most important trading sessions throughout the day are the ones that I have highlighted into onto the chart that I have on here, which is the GU chart. So, starting off of the first session of the day, we have the Asia session, which is the first session of the day. Then we have the London session, which is the second and most important session of the day, which for me, it is the one which dictates the mostly the how the trading day will be. Then we have the lunch session, which is a very interesting one, which nobody talks about, which is for me the third session of the day, which is also another very important session, which later on I will discuss about. And then we have the New York session that for me it closes my trading day, which is the fourth and last trading session for a usual trading day of mine. And so starting from the Asian session, I would like to highlight the times of the different trading sessions, which for me are very crucial. So in this example, I'm using this indicator which highlights the different trading session that I use, which honestly I normally don't use it because it is confusing, as I have all of my areas on the charts, my levels and everything. So what I like to do is just highlight the highs and the lows. Like for example, in this case, I have the Asia session right here. So I highlight the lows and the highs and the lows like this. For example, of course, whenever one of the high of the low gets manipulated, what I like to do is simply just delete the level. And well, depending on viewing the market, I just like to delete it because it creates confusion, right? So what I do in again is simply highlight the highs and the lows of the session, and to keep in mind about the different levels that I am monitoring throughout my day. Is to start off my days by highlighting the previous day's session's highs and lows and the current day's session highs and lows. So usually when I start my day, it is the end of the Asia session. And for me, these are the times of the sessions that I use, of course, where I'm based. So if you would like to take note of them, feel free to do so. But yeah, when I usually start my day is around this area. So let me just clear up the chart over here, because I would like to explain these detail, which is very crucial for my training. So when I usually start my day, it is around this time, right, during the end of the Asia session. And whatever you see here, this spaces outside of the sessions, these areas for me are very crucial. Why? Because during the end of the Asia and before the beginning of the London session, and same over here, they are very crucial for me because during these times, the price usually creates manipulations, and from my point of view, from my side, I usually tend to have the best trades during these times because these areas usually offer me the opportunity to enter before the actual open of the new session, which usually talking about the London session or the New York session, for example, they usually lead the price to expand way more than the usual session. Like for example, the Asia session, not in this case, for example, this case or the lunch session, which usually it's not a session where the price tends expand. And in the same way, I usually also use the lunch session. And with this in the same way, I mean in a very similar way, because the lunch session for me, it is a manipulation, let's say, session. Why? Because it is usually the session where the price slows down, and it usually either creates a wick high or low, or in high that the price usually manipulates before the expansion during the New York session. Like, for example, in this case, we have the lunch session here, the low created here, and before, again, the start of the new session, we have the manipulation of it, push to the upside, and the price retraces into it, and then expands to the upside. So after I analyzed and highlighted all of my levels, I simply just set alerts on the levels or areas, and I just wait for them to go off without even looking at the charts or whatever, just because that's my job as a trader, and this is what literally my systems are telling me, and what keeps me consistent every single day, every single trading day. So usually after the New York session ends, I call it a day, and I wait for the next trading day. This was a very quick video regarding how I view the different trading sessions that we have throughout the day. And I would also like to add that I'm looking forward to making new videos of this kind, simply because I would like to help people out, especially beginner traders, or why not experienced one, by sharing the concepts that I use, and also because I would like to document my journey and my concepts, because this is something that I've always wanted to do, but I've never invested some time into it, simply because I've always been lazy about it or found excuses about it. So the time has come, and this is just the beginning of my new journey on social medias. And if you would like to support me, don't hesitate to, stay in contact with me, follow me, and interact with the content that I post, that I will be posting. So thank you for watching, and I see you on the next one.